I use bits and pieces of others' personalities to form my own. The note of the perfect personality is not rebellion, but peace. We continue to shape our personality all our life. Maybe that's what a person's personality is, the difference between the inside and outside. But it's worse for me. All too often our personality is nothing more than psychological clothing that we wear to hide our true self from the world. Personality begins where comparison ends. I would hope that I have a style or personality that is evident wherever I go. All of our experiences fuse into our personality. Everything that ever happened to us is an ingredient. Personality in man is what is not his own, what come from outside, what he has learned, or reflects, all traces of exterior impressions left in the memory. The most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Personality has power to uplift, power to depress, power to curse, and power to bless. It's beauty that captures your attention, personality that captures your heart. I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. Personality is the glitter that sends your little gleam across the footlights and the orchestra pit into that big black space where the audience is. The great thing about acting is that you get to be a lot of different things in one lifetime. You get to explore different personalities and characters. You get a sense of how the show works and then let your personality take over. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. The difficulty with marriage is that we fall in love with a personality, but must live with a character. Personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures. Personality is reduced and deformed with depleted thoughts and stagnant mind. Don't confuse my personality with my attitude. My personality is who I am, and my attitude depends on who you are. It seems that the necessary thing to do is not to fear mistakes, to plunge in, to do the best that one can, hoping to learn enough from blunders to correct them eventually. The more powerful and original a mind, the more it will incline towards the religion of solitude. Introverts live in two worlds. We visit the world of people, but solitude and the inner world will always be our home. I was happiest to be alone, for it was then I was most aware of what I possessed. I am worn out with civility. I have been talking incessantly all night with nothing to say. People empty me. I have to get away to refill. Don't think of introversion as something that needs to be cured. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. You might be an introvert if you were ready to go home before you left the house. You could be lonely in a group of people. I like being alone. I like eating by myself. Introverts are collectors of thoughts, and solitude is where the collection is curated and rearranged to make sense of the present and future. You do not need to leave your room. Remain sitting at your table and listen. It's never a good idea to organize society in a way that depletes the energy of half the population. We discovered this with women decades ago, and now it's time to realize it with introverts. I would admit I'm an introvert. I don't know why introverts have to apologize. Be a loner. That gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth. Have holy curiosity. Make your life worth living. I think a lot, but I don't say much. The highest form of love is to be the protector of another person's solitude. We are for the most part more lonely when we go abroad among men than when we stay in our chambers. Introverts are word economists in a society suffering from verbal diarrhea. One can be instructed in society, one is inspired only in solitude. I need space from a world that is filled with millions of mouths that talk too much but never have anything to say. One thing up, introverts do not hate small talk because we dislike people. We hate small talk because we hate the barrier it creates between people. Introverts keep their best stuff inside, that is, until it is ready. When I'm performing I'm an extrovert, yet inside I'm a completely different man. But as a savvy introvert, I can differentiate between someone wanting to connect over a truly great story and an extrovert just trying to vampire energy out of a random interaction. An extrovert is more likely to share immediate reactions and process information through conversation. The last introvert in a world of extroverts. Silence, my response to both emptiness and saturation. But silence frightens people.